Alright, a little more progress. Got the intake on, and this piece showed up for the grid heater delete, but I did notice that it doesn't have the notch that one has. The glare, I don't know if you can see that or not. This one's notched for this line, and this is not notched anywhere. So I'm either gonna have to grind into it, which is pretty thin, or possibly just take out everything from this one and put that back in. It actually looks like that's a bigger spacer too. Although I don't know if the new piece I just painted, but the new intake horn might be, it's definitely longer. It also might be taller, so maybe this block will be better. Because otherwise I'm gonna have to cut something down for the intercooler tube to line up. I'm already pretty aware of that. So there will be some customizing to put that intercooler tube back in. I'm trying to wrap it with like a paper or something and then tape it and see if I can get it back to where it needs to go without scratching it all up this time. But here's a look with the intake all cleaned up and on, painted. Pretty badass. Hopefully that cooler, that oil line doesn't get too hot. It's right up against the intake. I wouldn't imagine it would get hot enough to melt that stuff. It should be pretty heat resistant, I would think. Hopefully all's gonna be good in this thing. A few more things to install. I still haven't figured out that plug. I just installed everything else anyway. I'm gonna go with it, see if it runs or not. Yeah, and I'll go from there, see what gauges don't work or whatever. And if there's some that don't work, then I'll look for that in that specific area where the wire may or may not go. But there's an update.